So guys, this is our rabbit section. This is where we rear our rabbits. These are the cages. So this is New Zealand white, as you can see. So this is where we put the food. These are the burrows. Now, to make sure that rabbits do not pour the feeds when you put them in here, make sure that this thing has a weight to it. As you can see, ours has a good weight on it. Then down here we have been able to use a wire mesh, which means that the rabbit droppings will just fall through, then they will come down here. This is where now, this is down here, this is where we collect the rabbit droppings from. So we have different kinds of rabbit breeds. This is New Zealand white. You can spot it from its white fur and its pink eyes. So you can see here we always put a marking here. So here we have this is back 11. It was served on 16th May 2023. Date of birth is down here. So this helps us to track the growth of these rabbits. So we also have here another, this is also a New Zealand white. Then down here, this is cage 19. So here we have another rabbit. You can see we have here our bowl. This is where we put the feeds from. Remember, we said it should be a bit heavy so that the rabbit cannot pour the feeds. You can see here we have also applied the wire mesh down. This is where we collect the droppings from. So here on our farm we name, you can see here this information. Remember, I told you this helps us to monitor the growth of these rabbits. Then here we have our cage 20. The information is here to help us track. This is a rabbit that has just given birth a few weeks ago. You can see here it has these are bunnies. So the mother rabbit is here. So you can see these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it has been able to raise all of them. You can see they have grown after. We are going to wean them off, then put them in separate cages. So here on our farm, we have a big number of rabbits. Here on the farm, we run a 2-tier cage system. We have our cages up here. Then here also down below, we have some other cages. So they are in two rows, one up and one down. So here, this is where we collect our rabbit droppings and the urine. When they drop here, they sail down to this. So this is the one that will take the urine to the collecting area. Then the rabbit droppings will also be picked from there. So let's move across, and I try to show you. We have another cage here. Let me just open, we see. So you can see this is also a New Zealand white. Here we have hay. Always attach it here on the door, so this can be able to chew on this hay all the time. Also we have a bowl here. This is where we put the feeds. So now, like this is an empty cage. So when we get new rabbits, we shall be able to put a rabbit here. The rabbit that was here, we just sold it, so we shall be able to replace it with another rabbit. So here we have our cage 22. This cage also has a rabbit with bunnies. You see, these are just young bunnies. This has just given birth. The mother rabbit is here. Let me just show you. This is the other one. That one is That's the mother rabbit. It has been able to raise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 bunnies. So you see that our rabbits are able to raise many rabbits. They're able to give birth to a lot of rabbits, and they're able to raise them. This is where we put the feeds. We have here some hay for them to be able to chew on. So let's come here. This is our cage 23. This is also holding. You see, we have this information. This information is very important because it helps you to track the reproduction system of your rabbit. You can see here we have served. This is when we served the rabbit. We have its date of birth. So we always also, if we are using the cage for raising the kids or the baby rabbits, we write the number of baby rabbits on the cage door. As you can see here, this is also a rabbit that has just given birth. This is the mother rabbit, and these are the kids, the young rabbits. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6. So you can see that with rabbits, you can be able to accumulate the number of your rabbits so quickly. Rabbits, they are very active when it comes to reproduction. They can be able to give birth to a lot of baby rabbits. This has been able to raise a lot of baby rabbits, 6 of them. So guys, let's continue. Chua from cage 23. Here we have our cage 24. This is holding. This is just one rabbit. You can see. Then this is the feeding bowl. We have here some hay. Remember, this hay can also act as beddings to these rabbits. Also down here, this is where we collect the manure and the urine from. This is cage 24. So our farm, we have been able to grow our farm within 2 years. We have over 200 rabbits on this farm. You can see this is cage 25. Cage 25. This is a New Zealand white. It has given birth. There are some baby rabbits here. You can look at them. So our rabbits generally are able to give birth and raise all the rabbits. We do not lose our baby rabbits, and this is because we take good care of our rabbits. Even our structures are able to help when it comes to disease prevention of these rabbits. So that's why we are able to accumulate our rabbits within a short period of time, because we don't lose a lot of rabbits. We have also here our another doe, also has given birth. This has 2, but these have a bit grown. These are about to be weaned off, but there are 3 also in this cage. This is where we put the feeds in, and that's the mother rabbit, and these are the two kids, but these have grown. We're about to wean them off and put them in their separate cages. So we have a lot of rabbits. I've just shown you a few. As you can see, all these cages have rabbits in them. We have over 200 rabbits on this farm, and we have been able to accumulate this within a short period of time. It is always good to feed your rabbits on hay. That's why you see that in our cages we always have hay in it. You can see here, this is the hay of the rabbit. This is our New Zealand white. Then this is the nesting box. So this nesting box, this is where the rabbits are going to give birth from. As you can see here, you can see there are some little kids in this nesting box. So the rabbit has been able to give birth in this. This will help you in protecting your kids when they give birth, in that they will not be cut by this, by the wire mesh down. So when you're expecting your rabbit to give birth, make sure you have placed a nesting box there where it is going to give birth from. You can see here we have some young kids in there. Then on the farm we have been able to apply an automated water system. So here we use an automated water system. You can see this is what brings the water to the rabbits. On every cage you have a nipple where the rabbit is going to take the water from. So this helps us to ensure that constant supply of water to our rabbit. The only thing the rabbit has to do is just touch the top of that nipple, then the water will come out. So here we have our New Zealand white. So I'm just going to show you. So when the rabbit touches the nipple, the water, you see, as you can see, the water will start to flow. So that's how we have been able to provide water to our rabbits. So here we have some New Zealand white rabbits. So the maximum number of rabbits we can house in a cage are 3. So you should make sure that your cages are not overcrowded with rabbits. Make sure that your rabbits have enough space to be able to move around and exercise. Here we have only 2 rabbits in here. These are New Zealand white rabbits. So we have a lot of New Zealand white rabbits here on the farm. We have silver martin, we have the checkered giant, we have California rabbit. So you can see we've been able, this is where we put our feeds. We have some hay in that cage also. So right now rabbit farming is on a rise. You can be able to make some good money out of rabbit farming. So this is our hay. This is where we keep our hay. So from here, then we distribute to each cage of each rabbit. We also have some other hay here. Then we have 4 rows in this structure. We have the other row, we have this one, we have this is the 3rd row, then we have the other one is the 4th row. All these rows have 3 levels. So we have the down level, middle level, and the top level. So that's how we have been able to maximize our space on the farm. So here we have silver martin rabbit. So also this area, as you can see, all these cages are housing rabbits. Up here we have kept here some of our hay. Then we have this area has our top level of rabbits, and you can see all these cages, they have rabbits in them. Then down here, so we have here some 3 rabbits in this cage. This is where we put the feeds. So if you're looking to entering into rabbit farming, this should be the right time, because rabbit business is now on a rise. People are trying to eat healthy. People are trying to eat healthy meat. That's why rabbit meat is now on a rise, and rabbit farmers are reaping big when it comes to selling this rabbit meat. So we have some other rabbits here in this cage, and you can see we have some information here to be able to help us track. We have some other rabbits here. So we have all kinds of rabbits all here on the farm. You can see here we have some young kids here. This is their mother rabbit. So we have different kinds breeds on the farm here. Also in this cage you have a rabbit that has gave birth. You can see We have a number of rabbits, but these have grown. We are about to wean them off and put them in their separate cages. Then here we have this cage. This is a Palomino. The Palomino with that brown fur. So we have different kinds of breeds on the farm. We generally have the New Zealand White, we have the Palomino, we have the Checkered Giants, we have the Silver Martin. So we have different kinds. So as I told you, hair is very important. You can see here we have some hair. Where we have, this is also a Palomino. You can see it has some kids. So we have different kinds of breeds on the farm. So this section is for rabbits, and as I've told you, we have different kinds of sections. Here we have a Silver Martin. Have a Silver Martin in this cage, and there is some hair also. So guys, if you're interested in rabbit farming, this should be the time for you to embark on it. Rabbit farming is getting big right now. Everyone is trying to eat healthy. Doctors are recommending everyone to eat healthy. We have here our big New Zealand White here. I'm just going to show it to you. You can see this is a rabbit that can weigh over 3 kilos, and you can be able to get enough meat from these kinds of rabbit. You can be able to reap big from that. So guys, this was a tour of the rabbit section on the farm. If you're interested in starting rabbit farming, please, this should be the time for you to embark on it. It is good to start. You can start small and be able to grow your rabbit farm slowly. Remember, here on this farm we did not start big like we are now. We started with a couple of rabbits. We started with a few breeds, but we have been able to increase the number of these rabbits on the farm. So start with what you have. The only advice I would give you is, when you're starting, make sure that you start with the good breeds. Don't buy cheap breeds, because when you buy cheap breeds, they will give you poor quality rabbits. It is always good to buy good breeds, because now there you will be sure that those breeds will be able to give you also good breeds, and then you can be able to grow your farm from there. So guys, this was an update on our farm. We shall be updating you as time passes on, as we increase on the number of rabbits on this farm. So guys, I'm going to stop this video here, and I will see you in the next video.